about 2.5 hours. Right, walk down in my notebook.
Yeah.
What did I bring today?
The wrong one.
Let's hope you've got a memory then.
It's all up here.
Well done, Paul.
No, it wasn't. No, it was only one.
Scrappy up.
Ah, yeah. There you go. There's a story.
Yes. This one. I wrote one buys a house on an industrial estate and complains it's an industrial estate.
You can talk. You buy a house with a dodgy light
Yeah, I think we're all
in the
here.
street.
No, mate,
You okay?
What we really got to see is
Sounds good.
conservation areas, but it's actually not
Good day.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes.
Class 6, yeah.
I think the first time we have to elect the chairman.
We do, yes.
You'll do it, Paul. You'll do it.
That is proposed.
I don't know why I'm
the cards.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay.
How much? Oh, I'm a check. Congratulations. Thank you. There you go.
You're going to go next to your clock, you're going to stay there.
I don't mind. What would be better for you, Caroline?
Either way, I don't quite have the.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
here?
I can hear
Perfect.
you,
Okay, well that's good. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight to do the minutes. Very kind of you. Okay then, everybody. Welcome. It's 6:30, so welcome to the Planning Committee meeting for Wednesday the 13th of April. And item number 1 is apologies for absence. I see we've had apologies from Councillor Sampson and Councillor Graham. Sorry about that. Councillor Sampson, Councillor Graham. Is there any other apologies to be recorded at all, please? No? Okay, that's all the apology. Thank you there. I just wanted to read out a little bit to say that we've received correspondence from Councillor Mr. Jeff Sneller, who's tendered his resignation from this committee as a co-opted member. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to Jeff. It's a shame he's not here tonight. Jeff has put in a massive amount, absolutely massive amount, for not only for Sandwich Town Council, particularly for planning in Sandwich. And I think the public owe him a big debt for the amount of effort that he's put in over the years. So thank you very much for Jeff. I fully understand why he's stepping down. So. Item number 2 is declaration of disclosable and pecuniary interests and other significant interests. Do we have any at all? Okay. There is one, Caroline, that I would like you to record, please, and that's item number 4, and that is reference 22/00310, which is Sandwich Technology School. And as I'm a Deputy Chair of Governors there, I will not be discussing or voting on that item. And I'm declaring that as an interest tonight.
Thank you.
Item number 3, public right to speak. Do we have any members of the public that are due to speak towards the evening?
No, yes, requested to speak.
No members of the public. Thank you very much for that. And item number 4 is planning applications. Item number 1 is reference 22/00323. Proposal is erection of a single-storey rear extension, 2-number rear dormer roof extensions, and 2-number roof lights to the front roof slope. And the location for this is 124 St George's Road, Sandwich, CT139LD. Do you have any comments on this one?
No. Prove it.
Okay. Anybody want to comment on it? Okay, and you're proposing it?
Yeah, I propose approval, yeah.
Okay, and second it?
Second.
Well, thank you very much, Anne. So that one has been recommended for approval. Thank you very much. Item number 2 is reference 22/00321, and the proposal is a replacement signage to the. Oh, let me know if I'm going too fast. Won't you,
That's
Carol?
fine.
That's okay. Replacement signage to display 2-number non-illuminated applied lettering signs to the front elevation, and this is the location of 4 Delft Street, Sandwich, CT139BZ. And if you, I believe this came up at the last planning meeting, didn't it,
Yeah,
Jim?
approved it, didn't we? But this is maybe probably because
This
it's in a
perhaps because it conservation.
conservation area.
But this is the area that at the shop that used to be called Collections, but now is going to be F.U. McLean.
Yeah.
So if anybody's got any
You can
comment,
propose.
thank you.
Second that.
And you second that, so that's recommended for approval. Thank you very much.
Anyone against?
Anyone against? Yeah, thank you. And item number 3 is reference 22000183, and the proposal is change of use to flexible mixed use E in brackets G in brackets I B8 and MOT test centre in brackets use class B2, location BCA Fleet Solutions 2 Limited, Ramsgate Road, Sandwich, CT139QN. I don't know if you saw this, but it's actually some distance out Sandwich, isn't it, this one? So I don't know if you all know where the BCA operation is. It's quite far down towards opposite Thanet Waste.
It's down by the opposite power station, isn't it?
That's it, yeah, that's it.
There was a garage there already, wasn't there?
There was.
Yes, did repair, so I think it's approved. Yeah.
You
I propose
proposed-
approval for it, yeah.
Okay,
Happy to second.
okay then. And all those in favour? Okay, and any against? None against, thank you very much.
Is everyone in favour? There couldn't be anyone against.
And item number 4, I'll read this out, but I won't discuss it or vote on this one, is reference 22000310, and the proposal is the installation of a solar panel canopy for charging 2-number electric vehicles, and the location is Sandwich Technology School, Deal Kent, Sandwich CT13OFA.
Well, I think it looks good here. It's for charge up electric vehicles. I think we should all be for it. It's on the front of the school, traces worth, basically. So it won't detract from the street scene. So I approve it.
I concur. Second.
Okay, and all those in favour? Sorry to ask. Okay. And nobody against, thank you. That's recommended for approval. Item number 5 is reference 22/00237, and the proposal and erection of single-storey rear and side extensions, existing side window, reduced existing conservatory to be demolished, location 145 Woodensborough Road, Sandwich, CT130BA. Don't know if, is everybody aware where this is on the Woodensborough Road? It's a rear extension. It's actually next door to John Gisler's. You probably know.
Oh, that bungalow. Yeah, it's on a bungalow, isn't it?
Yeah.
I recommend approval.
Old
Yeah.
lady.
As you see, there's a porch on the side, which this will only replace the porch. It'll be at the back anyway, so it
Yeah.
won't be visible from the road.
No, and they're taking down the conservatory on the back as well, aren't they? So, but,
Happy. Propose.
brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, second.
We'll second that one. Nobody against? No, that's good. That's recommended for approval. Can I just bring your attention to Caroline quite nicely did the tree warden's report, and so if that is relevant to any of the applications we're actually discussing, then please raise any issues to do with the trees at all. So not that I'm meant to discuss it, but the technology one, there wasn't any trees coming down there. So okay, item number 6, reference 22/00361, and the proposal is erection of a rear porch, and this is location 23 to 25 Church Street, St Mary's, Sandwich, CT139HL, and I'll be taking this one with item number 7, which is the same property and the same application retrospectively. So have you got any comments on that?
I think the porch with the wrong roof has been there for 8 years, according to the comments, and it hidden around the corner, really, so I don't think it really detracts from the major building, which the guy was on the right. So I think we should just approve it. Otherwise, it is ripping lots down, and I think this roof actually fits in better than the proposed original drawing.
Brilliant, well, that's very good. Was there any other comments on this one at all?
You can't even see it from
No.
go around School Lane. There's the backs of the houses. They've got quite high walls now, and so you can't even see it. It's no
Tucked
visual
away,
impact
isn't
on
it?
anything.
It's
Yeah.
really tucked away.
Yeah.
Good, so you're proposing it, are you,
Yeah.
councillor? And anybody to second this one? Oh, thank you very much.
Someone else
you.
should have a
I'll
turn.
have to do something.
Just have a vote. Those in favour, thank you very much, Anne. Thank you. Nobody against, so that's recommended for approval. Thank you very much. And, item number 7 is reference 22000337. Proposal is erection of. Oh no, sorry, so I forget that. Item number 8 is reference 2101775. Proposal is erection of a first floor side extension, location 21 Wanson Lee, Sandwich, CT139JF. Now, I don't know, did anybody find this application? Because when I put that reference number in, the application didn't come up for me, and I noted on the tree warden's report that application she didn't find as well, did she?
Not the scaffold yard, didn't it?
It came up with, oh here it is, yeah, she's put it down here. Incorrect reference number which relates to an application installation of lattice communications mast. And that's what came up for me as well.
Yes, right,
Did
yeah.
anybody find this application?
No.
I didn't. Oh, Dan did, oh right. But did enough people find it to discuss it tonight at all?
Yes, I always believe that the tree warden's reports are excellent and should be taken note of in anything we do, so I think we should note her comments and make sure that that's respected if permission is granted. I know that there have been a lot of complaints from people that live thereabout about the noise, etc., and they feel it's inappropriate. But having not quite accessed the report, I don't know on what planning terms it can be rejected. But
Is that the
scaffolding.
scaffolding?
Yeah.
Oh, we have something, sorry.
Oh,
beg your
oh,
pardon,
what's
open one
happening?
second.
I'm
This
sorry.
one was number 8, sorry about that, Anne.
I've got
This
confused,
number 8.
I beg your pardon.
Because
Yeah.
the reference number is incorrect. So what I would ask this committee is if we defer item number 8 so that we can get the correct reference number and we can all actually look at it. So the reference was 210,
Okay, you're on some
1775,
things, right,
but
I beg your
Yeah.
that
pardon.
one didn't come through,
Yeah.
and the tree warden said she didn't find it. Oh, councillor Friend?
Just for the clerks, if you go into the planning portal and just search for the address, it's the first hit that comes up.
That's brilliant, thank you. But if the committee is minded to, I'd defer that item until we can all actually get the correct reference on that one. Thank you. And then item number 9 is reference 21/00208. And this is a proposal for the change of use from salvage yard to B8 scaffolding yard, erection of scaffolding structures and associated hard standing, retrospective. Location is Unit G, Sandwich Industrial Estate, Ramsgate Road, Sandwich. So have we got any comments on this one?
I don't think we should be approving this. It's retrospective, which we have said in the past we really dislike. There have been lots of complaints from people who live in that area, who are disturbed by noise, etc. Being the height of what's happening. And also we have the tree warden's report as well, which suggests that there are issues with where trees should be placed. But although they do need to replace because they've taken a lot out, but it's causing flooding as well. So I recommend that we refuse it.
Thank you very much.
I think we refused it before, didn't we?
Indeed,
I think we should do the same terms as how we refused it before.
That's right. I
Because
did
it's quite
actually write
comprehensive,
down.
but the refusal.
That's right. I did write down the terms of the refusal.
Flooding and
Unfortunately,
everything.
they're in Martha notebook, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but it was more or less the terms that
Yeah, sure.
that Councillor Fox has recited,
Yeah.
which was noise and flooding and trees.
I think I recall that we rejected it as well on the grounds of this is the approach to the town, and in fact it's spoiled by the sheer size of the scaffolding erections, and that was a significant discussion, I think.
Yeah, we may well have done actually on that. Yeah, it's all online if you want to see what we refused it on previously. It's all on there. It's the previous ones. Councillor Fox.
Since they have reapplied, we have to see what the difference is.
That's right. In the different applications.
Yes.
That's right.
Because one assumes they've tried to address some of those issues, but I can't see evidence of it.
No, indeed, and I did actually investigate it. I don't know if you saw, there was actually an official noise report, and the decibel levels of the noise did exceed those that were acceptable for an industrial unit in a residential area. So that is one of the factors there. So can I just reiterate? So you're recommending refusal,
Yeah.
and who's seconding?
Yeah.
And councillor
Yeah.
seconding that. So okay, thank you very much.
Councillor Headman's going to.
All those in favour of refusing it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll just leave the arm there.
Just
Pick
make
it
sure,
up for you.
got to make sure that it's done democratically. And then item number 5, Local Government Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1982. Though District Councillors received the following street furniture consent applications to place tables and chairs on the highway at the locations detailed below. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read these out in turn, and then we can discuss each of them in turn, and you can discuss whether you're happy with the recommendation or whether we're not happy with the recommendation, and we can obviously write back to Dover District Council and let them know how we feel about this. So, item number 1 of 5 is furniture, 3 tables and 6 chairs at location the Crispin Inn, 4 High Street Sandwich, CT139EA, and the timings for this will be 11 AM to 2300 hours at night. So can I have any concerns?
Yeah, couldn't we have had a drawing to show where they're going to allow to count the tables and chairs? What's on that one, sorry?
2 of the drawings are going on the
Oh, that
floor.
one.
Caroline's been ultra efficient
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah.
usual.
Oh.
They do have tables and chairs out anyway.
Already,
So
yes.
in the rear entrance.
Councillor Friend is agreeing with that actually, so yeah. That's
I think the Crispin one's okay, but the Tollbridge one, it seems a bit narrow there.
That's it. Well, what we'll do is we'll come on to that next one, if that's okay. So can I, so we'll come on to your objection to that one there. So can I have somebody to recommend and second the layout for the Crispin Inn, please? If you're so minded to be. So you're recommending it? And is anybody seconding that? And Anne seconding that, thank you. And item number 2 is furniture, 7 tables and 14 chairs, location the waiting room, Cattle Market, CT139AE, and the timings for this are 06:30 in the morning to 22:30 in the evening. So this one, so does everybody know where the waiting room is at all? Are you all aware where the waiting room is? Oh, that's good. So has anybody got any? Oh, are you not sure, Councillor?
No,
It's the
It's
just across the road here,
the old road.
and it's the old
Bus
bus
room.
bus waiting the waiting
Yeah,
room. That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
actually called. But it's the old bus station. It
The
was
secret's in the name. Isn't it?
Yes, yeah. It's owned by one of the local businessmen who's bought it, and he's we've already given him permission to use it as a cafeteria, licensed cafeteria.
Yeah.
So, so this will be 7 tables and 14 chairs. But obviously we're not sure where they're going to be positioned. But
Well, I can only see that there's a space between that building and Aussie's Fish and Chip Bar, which has got telephone boxes in it, and also the waste disposal bins, which are usually reeking of fish. And quite how you're going to get 7 tables and chairs or 14 chairs into that little space, which is like on an island, I don't really know.
I agree actually. I mean, my own comments on this are that I think it's too many. I'd like to see half this number, but is there any other comments, or Councillor Fox?
Yes, it's the timing as well, 6:30 in the morning to 10:30 at night. It is residential, you do have to take care of, so if we were minded to recommend a reduction, I would also recommend a reduction in the time, perhaps later in the day and certainly earlier in the evening.
I see. And what sort of timing would you
I'm
think
trying
would
to
be
think, by
appropriate?
looking at the other ones, they're 11, but they go up till late, but they're not quite so residential there. And we know where it's opposite, don't we?
Exactly. Yeah.
Is he still there?
I don't know, I would have thought 9 o'clock is reasonable.
9 o'clock. That's it. And until what sort of time at night? Because
No, that was 9 o'clock at night.
That's
Yeah, and
oh,
then-
I see. Sorry.
Yeah, and 10 o'clock in the morning.
10
Yeah.
till 9.
I don't know what other people think, I'm just fucking.
Yeah, I would say that was
Would some of these
acceptable.
tables be actually inside? Oh,
I've seen
sorry,
plan.
pardon,
Yeah,
Councillor
I've
Friend.
seen plans of where they are proposed to be. I can't for the life of me remember who or where it came from at the moment, otherwise I forward it on to you all. But my recollection of the site plan was, as you're looking at the proposed front doors, they were to the left of the building, down the side,
I see.
and in the front, 4 to the side and 3 in the front of the building.
Oh, right.
Unless they demolish the cycle racks.
Yeah, because you've got the cycle racks there as well, haven't you? That's interesting. Yeah.
It's too many.
See, I thought it was too many myself. 7 tables and 14 chairs. You think it's too many as well, don't you? So, I mean, I would like to recommend half that number. So if we said, say, 3 tables and 9 chairs.
I can't say they're going to see it though, because if it's cycles in the cycle rack, there's not going to be any room on that side, is there?
No.
I see them working on the doors, on the end, opening the doors up the other day.
Yeah.
But if there's cycles there, there'd be no room on this end
No.
at all. It'd just be on the front, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's how many could they get in that area?
I think we should ask them for a more detailed plan.
Yeah. The councillor Friend's got he said he had the layout plan for it, but was that available to the public or just?
I can't remember where I saw it. I've seen it, but I can't remember where at the moment. I
Okay.
think it's in the pack.
Can you imagine people sitting there, people trying to get their bikes in and out?
Yeah.
It's not on, is it?
No. Also, we've got the main thing I think we've got to be very careful is disability, because we're trying to introduce disability into the town. So we've got to make these areas so that people that are in wheelchairs or what have you are able to get by as well. So, yeah, I think what the best thing to do is I'm proposing what Councillor Franklin's saying is to send it back and ask for further details on the layout of the tables and chairs. Is everybody in favour of that?
Detail.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's brilliant. So, thank you very much for that.
And also it shouldn't obstruct the pavement in any way.
No, indeed. That's good. From David, thank you. And then the third item is furniture, 3 tables and 6 chairs, location for Tollbridge Bar and Restaurant, 7N, Fisherman's Wharf, Sandwich, CT139RU, and the timings for this are from 12 midday noon to 2300 hours at night. And I believe they already have these tables and chairs out there already, don't they? So, and also Caroline has given us a very good diagram there of what's happening there. And of course they're quite close to the building, aren't they, there, so that the path is wide enough you can quite easily get like a wheelchair or whatever through there. So how's everybody minded to this last one?
Well, I think it, okay, as long as they keep two chairs per table. But if they suddenly let 4 people move around the table, they'll block the park off, won't they?
Yeah. Yeah, what happens down there is people sitting at the tables and then friends gather
Yeah,
around,
do, don't
and
they?
it's a walkway along the side of the river,
Yeah.
and you can't get off the road by the end of the bridge. There's big crowds of people because they're obviously all talking around, standing, drinking, and talking to their mates.
So we've just agreed that the first one, the Christian one, which comes first. So there, the toll bridge isn't actually affecting the end of the road.
That's adjacent to that one, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And they have got tables and chairs out there already.
Yeah.
I think that's the danger, is that the 1.5 metres is fairly narrow anyway. As soon as other chairs start going in and people, it's going to become a pinch point there. And then how do you enforce it?
Yeah.
How do you enforce this?
Yeah. That's the problem.
Is it down to the restaurant?
Yeah.
Even if you mark the pavement.
Yeah, when you look at that plan there, that's wider there, but actually the building, there's a wall leg with steps going up, isn't it? So it's a lot narrower there, but this one is.
Yeah, I think they do have signs up asking people not to have more than so many people at the table and not to gather there and not to bring other chairs out.
I mean, we could ask Dover District that there is a stipulation that it's just two chairs per table.
That's already the stipulation.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, oh, okay. Oh, but that's already the stipulation, so it'd just be
Can
enforcement.
councillor Friend advise us on how enforcement of this would be handled by Dover District
Indeed.
Council?
By the enforcement officers.
They would, yeah. So it would be normal
The
procedure.
enforcement, yeah.
Who are not very proactive.
They work by intelligence, you know. We don't have 4,000 officers patrolling every street.
No, I know.
So on this last one, are we agreeing that they can have the tables and chairs based on the information that Councillor Friends has told us, that they are only allowed two chairs per table and that it will be enforced where possible?
I would recommend that, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Just to clarify on that, the licence holders are generally very good about the tables and chairs and the outside drinking, because it has a direct effect on their personal licence and the premises licence for them to sell alcohol. So it's very much in their interest to police it, and it does work very well.
Thank you very much for that. Councillor Fox, you're proposing it?
Yeah.
And do we have someone to second that? That's good, so that's approved. Thank you very much. Item number 6 on the agenda is enforcement. To consider any enforcement notices and issues received from Dover District Council. Malcolm Waite's update: the investigating officer has attended the site and established that the porta cabins that have been stacked is considered development that has been carried out without the benefit of the Planning Commission. Having consulted with the heritage team, the landowner has been advised to site both porta cabins to ground level and apply for planning permission to retain them on site. If this is not done by the 4th of April 2022, then the investigating officer will consider the next appropriate steps to resolve the breach of planning control. A further update will be provided after the 4th of April 2022. And I'll ask Councillor Friend if he can update us on this, because I know it's gone past the 4th of April.
Yeah, I circulated an update to councillors on the 4th of April. Let me get it. The update is that they have submitted a planning application to permanently site the porta cabins there. So until such time that the planning application is determined, Dover, unfortunately, due to national legislation, are unable to proceed with the enforcement action.
Thank you very much for that update, that's very kind of you. So in this case we have to wait for the planning application to be processed and see the outcome of the planning application there.
Are the porta cabins to do with the roof replacement, or are they offices for Malcolm Waite?
Yeah,
They look offices, don't they?
yeah, they look like.
Expanded, don't
I
they?
know they're
Yeah.
storing stuff in them, because I've seen people taking stuff in and out of them, so I couldn't really comment on what their usage is for. So it does seem a little bit in particular to put them next to the ancient monument of the rope walk, like that, so, but particularly above the height of the fencing. So Okay, so that item we will note, that item of enforcement now, and thank Councillor Friend for his update on that. So thank you for that. And then item number 7, decisions. To note that Dover District Council planning decisions have been emailed to the committee as and when received, and I believe we all got some today, so I thank Caroline for sending those through to us so efficiently.
And I would also like to thank Caroline for resending a list of explanations for all the letters.
Yeah,
Because you look at them and you think, what on earth do they mean? And you don't understand what the decision has to be. So thank you, Caroline, for doing that.
Yeah, that is very useful, thank you for that. So yeah.
I put it somewhere safe now, so I can always reference it.
I've been going on the proviso that basically if it's got a G for granted or R for refused.
Yeah,
Unless I'm looking at the...
There's more detail than that.
There are there, so that is really good, so thank you for that. And then date and time of the next meeting is to be confirmed and you'll be notified from the Guildhall office. So, thank you very much everybody for attending and for your time and your efforts of going through all the planning applications. And I close the meeting.
Thank you.